Well, well, well. Look at what time it is. Time for me to put the smackdown on Onision once again in the most lackluster return to YouTube. What's going on, everyone? Oxma has returned. Will it be permanent? Will it be temporary? I don't fucking know. But this situation with JoySparkleBS and Onion Boy has made me want to come out of quote-unquote retirement to make at least one more video. Maybe more if I feel like it, who knows? Anyways, for those of you who didn't watch the live stream or have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, here's a brief summary. Fact A, Fact B, Fact C.
You have a mental illness.
Fact D, Fact E, Fact F.
You have fibromyalgia.
Fact G, Fact H, Fact I.
You're broke.
Fact J, Fact K, Fact L. Literally, the debate can be boiled down to just that. So the video I'm going to be responding to is his video called The Drama Online. I feel it does the best job at highlighting his god-awful hypocrisy, so let's just go ahead and jump right into this train wreck.
I want to talk about this person that allegedly wrecked me on YouNow. First of all, if I behaved the way that person behaved, where you scream extensively, non-stop, not allowing them to talk, and immediately after, you eat some food, laugh at them, and then get on the phone saying that you're going to take the call because, you imply they're not important enough. That level of immaturity.
First of all, there is no allegedly about it. Joy and Jeff both absolutely sodomized you, and you're too chicken shit to admit you got destroyed. Why? Because your ego is so incredibly fragile that you can't admit when you've lost. What I can compare you to is that Instagram model Christian Burns. You have such an inflated ego that you think everything you say is 100% fact, just on the basis that you said it. Moving forward, again, there's no if about this situation. You did scream, you did insult her, and furthermore, you talked over Joy, not allowing her to convey her point or message, because you know she's smarter than you. And to top it off, she isn't some teenager that you can bully into submission, much like Shiloh, Lainey, and Billy. Out of all your exes that you've publicly slandered, the one you were with the shortest amount of time is Adrian, and she was closer to your age. You couldn't control her like you could with these younger women, so you had to proceed to drag her name through the mud and the muck, all because she wouldn't bend over and take it. And as far as Jeff taking a phone call and treating you as if you aren't important, I can't really say I blame him. Again, this is your fragile ego talking. Let's say for a moment, just a moment, that the phone call he received was something dire, something very important. Would you still feel the same way? Well, yeah, probably. All because Jeff didn't give you his 100% undivided attention on a broken-ass faulty platform you want to whine about it. Jeff was trying to be as nice to you as he possibly could, but you gave him every reason not to be. You would just talk over him, call him names, and generally just treat him like dirt, all based on your wife saying he makes hate videos towards you. You didn't do your research, and you made yourself look like a massive tit.
And I know I'm immature. I've done immature things, including in that live stream. I did things that were immature. But if I did those specific things, you guys would say that I lost the debate. You would say that that was ridiculous and embarrassing. But because it wasn't me who talked over the other person extensively. I talked over people, but it wasn't that extensive.
I just want to go ahead and take this moment to go ahead and do a shameless plug for a video that I put out a few days ago where I highlight every single time that Onision went ahead and talked over Joy or insulted her. So please feel free to go ahead and click the very first link in the description down below to go ahead and view that. It is quite comical.
If I did that and I laughed constantly, sadistically, like that person did, just said a bunch of things and wouldn't actually respond to what the other person was saying, such as defining things and so forth, and actually addressing the points made, and then tried to answer a phone instead of talking to them, and tried to be taken seriously after all that. I don't understand how you cannot see your own bias.
Well, Greg, there's a lot of things I don't understand as well. One thing, for example, I wonder how you managed to get out of bed in the morning and get dressed without the use of a crash helmet, because I would imagine someone of your mental capacity would have some extreme difficulty doing so. All jokes aside, there are several points in the debate where Joy tries to bring up some points that you neglect to address or result to insulting her or talking over her. So how you can sit there with your smug mug and say you didn't do that is beyond me. It takes a grand amount of delusion, I'd imagine.
Because if I was a person who made 40 something videos about someone, you would definitely say I'm a stalker. But the best example you have is Eugenia Cooney, who I have not made any new videos about in a very long time. You don't see a single new video. You've seen old videos that have been changed to other channels or censored, re-uploaded, whatever. But you haven't seen any new videos because Eugenia asked me to stop, so I stopped. Stopped making new videos about her. Then you have Shane Dawson. I talk to Shane Dawson once every couple weeks via email. Anyway, my point is, I've made videos about Shane. Shane and I are fine.
Of course, there's no new videos, so our arguments are all of a sudden invalid because reasons.
So the fact that you're re-uploading old videos or just getting around to posting videos you filmed a while ago means that you're somehow justified in reposting them? And before anyone says I tampered with the video and cut something vital out, no. I just cut out him saying that he and Shane talked through email and blah 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 blah. But I can think of quite a few more people you've made multiple videos about. Sky, Adrian, Shiloh, Seer, Social Repose, Jacqueline Glenn, and the list goes on and on. Sure, you haven't made 40 plus videos on any one of these individuals, but I do know for a fact that Sky asked you to leave her alone and stop making videos about her, but you proceeded to keep making videos about her because you were sick of paying alimony, and that threw more negative attention her way, and that's why her online presence is gone. Your fans attacked and bullied her, so she left. So don't try to pull the holier-than-thou bullshit.
I made points about videos about Eugenia, and she asked me to stop, so I did. And those videos were actually promoting anorexia awareness. I would, in almost every single video, at least mention a 1-800 line or tell people how to get help or encourage them to take better care of themselves.
Oh, Onision, you're just my fucking hero.
So it's not really a fair comparison to say, like, why don't you say sorry to all these people? Or you're a stalker of these people, like Jacqueline Glenn. Jacqueline Glenn makes videos about me. Maybe she's made more about me than I made about her. Social Post has definitely made more videos about me than I made about him. So these are all very bad examples, yet people try to tap into this hypocrisy concept as if it's valid. It just doesn't work.
No, it's a totally fair comparison. Social Repose and Jacqueline wouldn't have made their videos if you didn't do or say some hypocritical stupid shit, or go out of your way to attack them directly. I'm noticing a pattern. You'll be friends with someone, you'll have a falling out, you'll take to Twitter and your YouTube to profit off of slandering them passive-aggressively, and then play victim whenever they smack you back. It's laughable, truly. Let's take the situation with Seer, for example. Onision makes it public on Twitter that he and Seer are no longer friends because they had some kind of a dispute. Does Seer dwell on it or make 5 million tweets about it? No, but Onision does. And he takes to YouTube to make, I believe, 5 or so videos about the situation, or brings him up in videos about people quote-unquote betraying him. Oh, but Onision's the victim, don't you know?
Anyway, these are some points that I wanted to address to you guys. I'm hoping that some of you, I know most of you will not even hear a single word I'm saying, but I'm hoping some of you will start to ask yourself if Onision or Greg was doing what they did, like, for instance, inviting a 16-year-old to a room online where myself and a bunch of people who agreed with me and disagreed with that 16-year-old all interrogated that person. Would that be inappropriate? Absolutely. But you don't think it's inappropriate because it's not me, okay?
Oh, I hear ya, and I have the perfect rebuttal. That 16-year-old made the conscious decision to accept the invite. They could have just as easily said no. But by age 16, you're capable of making semi-rational decisions in terms of what you should or shouldn't do. And they made the decision to accept the invite. And you conveniently neglect to mention that the 16-year-old in the situation actually ambushed Joy by giving the link to Lainey's sister when she wasn't invited. And then Lainey's sister proceeded to be an absolute bitch to Joy and do the same thing you did to her during your guys' debate. Talk over her and insult her.
You don't think it's inappropriate to do what the person I just debated with, this stalker, the person who gave me excessive unwanted attention despite me sending them a cease and desist, which people invalidate who aren't lawyers. Call it what you want. It still is a letter saying stop. A formal, written cease and desist. If I were to ignore cease and desist, you guys would call me a psychopath. Definitely.
Greg, let me go ahead and read you something. This is from hawthornelaw.net. First things first, what exactly is and what is not a cease and desist letter? A cease and desist letter is a letter, typically, but not always, written by a lawyer who wants you to stop doing something that allegedly violates the rights of the lawyer's client. They are typically several pages long, and they sound very scary and convincing. This is not unintentional. The lawyer writing the letter wants you to believe that they mean business, and that if you don't stop whatever infringing activity you are currently doing right away, that they will sue the snot out of you and take your firstborn child. On the opposite side of the spectrum, these letters can also be written by a non-lawyer who grabbed a form off the internet and provides very little in the way of substantial legal arguments to support their demands that you stop your infringing action. Either way you dice it, these letters can be very scary to a non-lawyer and should be given the utmost respect, at least until you know for sure whether the claims in the letter are legally valid. That being said, a cease and desist letter has no legal significance. In its purest form, it's nothing more than an offer for you to enter into a contract with a party that sends the letter to stop doing whatever it is that they say you are doing wrong. A cease and desist letter is not a lawsuit, it is merely one lawyer's opinion of how the law applies to the facts of your situation. If you really wanted to, you could ignore it completely, although we don't recommend this for a number of reasons, which will become apparent below. That being said, the person or law firm sending you the letter can't force you to do anything at all. Only a judge can do that. So basically, you sending that cease and desist letter to Joy is actually kind of pointless. You just kind of wasted your time.
If I were to do a number of those things, like a 6-hour live stream, combined 6-hour or 5-hour live stream, you guys would call me a psychopath. But it's not me, so you act like it's okay. And people say the entire live stream wasn't about me. Well, guess what? The video uploaded, the title is about me, last time I checked.
Whoa, wait. So what you're trying to tell me is that you've never used another YouTuber's name in your video title to get more views? Bullshit.
And the 6 other or 5 other videos they made in the 24-hour period, those were about me as well. You don't call a video Trolls the Movie and then say the video is not about trolls. See my point? I hope you do.
Yeah, you don't make 15 plus videos about Eugenia Cooney and then say that it's about anorexia awareness, because that would be crazy, right?
Anyway, that's just what I wanted to talk about. And I hope that you guys are somewhat making progress in seeing your own bias and how horribly slanted your position is, especially considering today we had Sarah, we had my sister-in-law, we had Lainey, and myself all saying, stalker, this is inappropriate. And yet the stalker persists.
I just find it funny that you can constantly make videos about a number of people and it's fine, but as soon as it comes to yourself, there's all of a sudden a problem. That's literally the pot calling the kettle black. Anyways, I think I've chopped this onion enough. He's sliced, diced, and ready for his stew. If you want to hear more of my deep, buttery smooth voice, please hop on over to my main channel and show me some love. If you liked the video, please be sure to slap a like on it. It's greatly appreciated. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.